Hello lovely people of YouTube. Today we're going to be talking about my favorite items of all time. I just got back from traveling, and every time that I travel I have a couple more things that I really like, and that's because you know that you need something new when you're traveling and all of a sudden your battery's dying all the time. So we're going to get to that. There's some new items that I got specifically for travel, and it's the perfect time to do this video because a lot of you guys are doing summer travel. So a lot of the things in this video is going to be focused on mobility, and that's partly because I'm a minimalist. I don't know if you guys know my cat, but Pat is over here looking at the curtain, trying to get some shade in this blistering heat. Pat does not like the heat. She's facing the curtain there, getting a nap in. And today we're going to talk about the first item that has changed my life. And when I say things change my life, they actually do change my life, because I may not have many items, but I like having items that really make an impact. And this item has actually changed my life. Sometimes you can get to be too minimalist, and then what ends up happening is you're not getting a lot done, or you're being inhibited because you're not enjoying life as much. So there's a fine balance between minimal. Obviously decluttering is easy. It should be easy anyway, because there's a lot of things in your life that are just taking up space. Having a good quality item is very important to me, and this is my second lamp, and the only reason why I had to buy another one is because my last one broke in Norway, on the way to Norway. So this lamp is amazing, and it's even better now because they redesigned it so it looks like it's something from Star Wars. It looks like it's from the future, and if you know anything about me, I like things to look like it's from the future. I like retro things too, but things that look like it's coming from the future is really exciting to me because it looks like it's a sci-fi film, and who doesn't want to live in a sci-fi film? Okay, so this art lamp looks like a robot, but more importantly, they redesigned it with a button. It never used to have a button before, and so you can turn it on and off with just that button, which is really convenient. But the reason why I like this art lamp is because the light doesn't hurt your eyes. It's the best light of all time. It is made to be like sunlight. So when I'm working at my desk, I didn't have one of these, and then I would just try to work at the dining table and turn the light here when it was gloomy outside, or sometimes I just wouldn't get work done because it was too dark because it was gloomy outside, or the sun would go down. I would take a nap and I'd wake up, the sun's down, so then I don't do anything. This has increased my productivity so much. I can't even describe to you guys, but having a nice task lamp will make you infinitely more productive, and then you don't have to work on the timetable of the sun. And having one at your desk is so convenient, but also one that doesn't hurt your eyes. There's nothing more irritating to me than yellow lights, and that's just the hazard of being a night owl. You're just gonna have to get used to yellow lights, but for your desk, only the best. So this art lamp, can't say more things about it. Oh, and it says see clearly and comfortably. Clear and comfort, my two favorite words. And the next thing that has really improved my life is this Kindle. You guys know what Kindles are. They're basically a way to read all your books, but this Kindle is amazing because they finally have it in white. They finally have it in white. It looks so nice, guys. It looks like the future, but it just looks so minimalist to have it one tone. And I also like having it off. I like having the screen off because I like just seeing the white like that. It just looks so good. This just looks exactly like my aesthetic in my house, but they still haven't made some improvements that I would like. So hey, Amazon, if you're gonna leave a review on Amazon, let them know that there's some improvements that definitely could be had. For instance, the program bar is at the top. It really should be at the bottom so that you can use your thumbs and not have to keep moving up every time you want to use it. That's just something they should consider. But other than that, it's perfect. It encourages me to read so much. The battery lasts so long. I can take it out to my favorite spot, my favorite field. You guys know that I go to a field and I just like sitting in that field because it's so relaxing, and I can take this with me and it fits in my purse. It fits in my purse nicely. It's just everything that you want. This is the future, guys. Sometimes when you're really minimalist or really frugal, you don't want to get with new technology and things like that, but it can really improve your life. Hobbies and new technology can really improve your life. The point about being minimalist for me is not to not be adaptable or not to adjust, but rather to have things that are very useful and bring a lot of joy in my life, and technology is definitely one of them. So Japanese minimalism is very in line with technology and minimalism, and that's my style. I love it. Kindle, can't recommend that enough. And the next thing is something that I needed while I was traveling because my phone kept dying, and this rechargeable battery. It's basically an external battery. You can plug a lot of things into it, Basically anything with a micro SD you can plug into it. The Kindle comes with a micro SD, so you can plug it with your Samsung phone. You can charge it with your Samsung phone battery. And this is the same way. You can charge this battery with your Samsung phone charger. This one right here, this battery pack is so amazing because you can watch movies, you can listen to music on the plane. So I have YouTube Red, and every time I go on it, I just download a bunch of songs before I go on the plane, and I listen to them off of my playlist. And I can listen to them without the internet. And this battery pack ensures you always have enough and you're not running out of battery, which always happens to me. I was in Canada and I was running out of battery all the time. So this is so cheap, and all you do is you press this button. Let me find the button. So all 4 of them lit up, so that means I have the whole thing ready to go. And I can charge my phone 3 times. This is, I think it was $20 or $30, and this is invaluable. I can take this, put it in my car, and then if I run out of battery for here, I can just plug it in there too, because it uses the same cord. So can't recommend this enough. Very essential if you travel a lot or if you go on a lot of road trips. The next thing is this zero waste container, which I recently got. I have been recently switching all of my containers over to glass and selling all my plastic ones, and it's just so much better because you can put it in the dishwasher and clean it that way really quickly. It's a lot easier to clean glass. The only bummer of glass is that it's a lot heavier, so they have to be skinnier, but there's so much more space now up above where all my containers are because they're so skinny and long, because you can't have really big glass containers unless you want to sprain a wrist or something. And they also have the rings, and if you're going to use the rings, the rubber rings, to have a really tight seal, then I recommend getting the white ones. You can buy the white ones online so that it looks really nice and clean in your drawers. Basically just have a really minimalist label, nothing elaborate. But zero waste containers, and I like the way it feels. It just feels like quality, and it doesn't ding and scratch and stuff. It's just made to last, which is basically what the zero waste lifestyle is to buy quality and things that will last. Minimalism is about quality. If I had to define it in one word, it's not being restrictive or anything like that. It's about being deliberate, but it's mainly about quality. So speaking about zero waste, I used these Eagle Creek containers on my trip to California for my makeup and also for my clothes to pack, and it changed my life. This kind of packing is so much more easy, and then I just come home and throw it in the wash if it gets dirty and put it in one of the laundry bags and clean it that way. And so it is using a reusable bag, because if you use a plastic bag, then usually it'll get dirty and then you'll have to. Using compact bags like this really helps to save a space in your luggage because there's not all the air when you're compressing everything and putting them into these little baggies. It helps you to be organized when you're away from the house, which really helps because in the hotel room and things like that, things can get disorganized really fast. So it helps you to stay organized, but on top of it, it is also saving plastic bags. So Eagle Creek bags, really like these. I have a couple of beauty things that I want to talk about. Pretty much my makeup for the whole summer, almost every day. If I leave the house, it's going to be sunscreen, and then it's going to be maybe a little concealer, but lately I haven't had to use concealer, which is crazy. Absolutely crazy, because I have not had the best skin all my life. But if I'm leaving the house, I almost will always just wear my Beloved, which is an organic lip product, Beloved, for my lips and cheeks, and I usually will only put it on my lips, but sometimes I'll put it on my cheeks too. I'll put some color on my lips, and then I'll put a little bit of Living Luminizer, which is from the same organic brand, and I'll put that highlight on my cheeks, and then I will curl my lashes if that. Sometimes you don't need to, but I'll curl my lashes with this eyelash curler and leave the house, and that's it. So I can get out the door in record time. And so in that vein, I've been using this necklace right here, and this is the necklace I've been wearing all summer. It doesn't matter what I'm wearing, pretty much I will be wearing this necklace from Etsy and those makeup products. It just makes it so much easier when you just know what you're gonna look like. When you wear clothes that are well fit and you wear just that basic makeup like that, it really makes a big difference how you feel, but it takes no effort at all. These are very high quality and clean makeup items, so they last a long time. Once the stain has worn off on my lips, you can still see a little bit of red, which is a really nice look after you eat and stuff like that. So just having a uniform like that, the same bag, I wear the same purse all the time, and I usually wear the same couple of shoes, and so getting out the door, it takes no effort at all, and I always feel put together because it's always something that I really, really like. These are items that I really love. To keep hair glossy and also healthy, I put argan oil on it. I put argan oil about once every 2 weeks. I try to put argan oil in my hair, leave it up while I'm bathing or in the shower for 5 to 10 minutes, and then take it down and shampoo my hair after that. Now, when your hair is very moisturized, it will look glossy and clean, and it looks really nice, but it's not going to hold a curl as much. The silkier and smoother that it is, the more it's just gonna fall back down. So I do like wearing that, but then after that I usually won't treat my hair with heat. I will just put a little bit argan oil to slick some things down. I'll even use it to style my hair, or sometimes I will put a little bit of eyebrow gel to keep stray hairs away and leave the house like that. So my daily hair maintenance is very minimalist. If you want luscious hair, then you have to treat it as little as possible. Use a blow dryer on your hair. It will keep your hair a lot healthier than anything else. Next thing is this packet that I got on Amazon, which is basically a nail clipper packet, and it came with this case, which I really like. I can put my tweezers in here, and I can put my travel scissors in here, so it's all in this packet ready to go. So I really like it, particularly because it comes with this case, which is really convenient and handy. It's good to have separate items for travel so that you don't have to pack everything. The less you have to pack, the more encouraged you're going to be just to head out there. And the last thing that I have been using is this pen. This pen is a fountain pen, and I like writing with them because the ink is so much stronger. The ink takes about 7 seconds, I've counted it, 7 seconds to dry, but that's really fast. By the time you get to the other end of the line, all the ink is already dried. But this pen is really easy to refill. You can change out the colors in it, blue, red, any color, teal, anything that you want. It makes writing letters really fun. So if you want to write more letters, I've been trying to write more letters because it's something it's not something I do normally, and it's something that especially means a lot to my mom and some of my friends. It means a lot to people, and it also brightens up their day. It doesn't need to be anything elaborate. In fact, it's probably better if you don't make the letters really elaborate because it's a lot less for people to read. If you just keep it nice and simple and brighten somebody's day, it's a little bit more personal than social media, and it's always enjoyable to do because you can practice your penmanship and you can doodle on them and do all kinds of stuff like that. If you have paints, you can make things on it as well. So this fountain pen makes all of that really enjoyable. So that is the end of the items that have been really changing my life lately, that have made everything living a lot better and a lot more enjoyable. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give me a like, and also find me on Instagram, and I will see you guys next Sunday in the next Minimalist and Organization video.